How are you blokes and Sheilas? I'm Braden and you're watching Scale Australia. We are going to have a look at the CR18p EVO-PRO. It's a 1/18 scale crawler from Hobby Plus, so let's just dive straight into it. I haven't opened this box yet, but it has been cut, so I'm guessing maybe customs or something have been in here. But anyways, here's the box. Few specifications there. There's the car itself and some features. Righto, let's dive straight into it. We got the goodies bag. There's the controller. It's small, but it feels very nice in the hand. Packaging's not too bad. Looking good. They've wrapped it up real nice. There it is, blokes and Sheilas. What a rig. It's got this pinched design at the front and rear to stop it from scrubbing as you are at full turn sort of thing. I'm not sure whether it's enough because these tyres are enormous. They're 68mm tyres, 1.2 inch wheel, and they're beadlock as well. So if you wanted a different wheel, you could put an alloy wheel or a brass wheel on there and keep these tyres because they are really nice and soft, and they've got a really good aggressive lug pattern on them too. This thing is built for performance, so it doesn't have any lights on it whatsoever. Very light body, nice slammed sort of a look to it. And if you can see underneath there, it's got an angled LCG chassis. Keep it nice and low, as close as we can to the ground. Portal axles in the front and CVDs as well, if you can see them in there. And I'm pretty sure it's metal gears throughout the whole car, as well as bushes, no bearings, but that's all right. I'm not going to complain too much about that. Let's crack it open and have a look. Righto, underneath we've got 360 milliamp hour LiPo battery on the slider on this side. The other side has a servo for your 2-speed transmission. This thing has a 2-speed, which is probably unnecessary considering this is a competition crawler, but it's there if you want it. Well, you can't complain about that. Axle mounted servo, 280 size, 58 turn, big block they call it, motor. So that is sweet as. The shocks are a big bore oil shock. Springs are extremely soft, so we sit just about slammed here, which is what you sort of want for a competition crawler. You want it nice and low, but they are adjustable, so if you do want to stiffen them springs up a bit, jack your ride height up just a touch, you can. Also, they are adjustable on your chassis, and so are your upper links as well. You can adjust them. They've given you plenty of options there for that also. Everything underneath is composite plastic, so composite skid, composite links, drive shafts, axle housings and steering links. You do have a nice machined alloy chassis though, wow. So that is a good touch. Before we slap the body on and take her out for a look, let's have a look in the goodies bag. There's an exploded diagram of your rear axle.
You drove almost a sixth of the way across the country in the wrong direction!
And then the instruction booklet with more exploded diagrams. You also get a charger and a wheel spinner. Righto, before we take it out on the course, we'll give it a quick weigh up here in the scales. Now, I know this wheelbase is a little bit long, but if you press here, it still weighs it. So here we go, 420 grams. Alright, let's take it out to the course where I've got a bit of room, and we'll turn it on and have a bit of a look at the controller. Righto, plug her in, Controller takes 4 AAA batteries. Alright, she's already on. Ready to go. Alright, it's got throttle trim, steering dual rate and throttle dual rate. On off switch there. Throttle reverse, steering reverse. On the side you have a channel 3 and a channel 4. And channel 3 is high and low speed for the car. So right now we're on low speed. My throttle is in reverse, so I'm going to put that back the other way. There we go, that's better. Got a fairly decent slow crawl. And then flick it over to high speed. Oh, already had its first fall off of the table. Let's clip the body back on and give her a run on course. Alright guys, I am not sure what's going on here, but as you can see, the servo is not doing well at all. I'm going to have to see what's happening and get back to you. It's definitely the servo. I don't know whether I'll be able to call Hobby Plus about it because I've just brought this off of a third party seller from AliExpress. So I'll have to see how I go. Alright, it's been a few days since you've seen me last, but that's just because I was a bit sad that I couldn't drive this thing. Aww. I didn't worry about getting in contact with anyone to try see if I could get a replacement or anything like that. But I do have an old Emax servo, and if you can see there, got jammed up. It was in my SCX24 and it got jammed up and sort of tore the hole out there, so I replaced it. And I thought this one would work. I've glued this on there. We're going to cut this excess off, drill another hole. That there sort of only got to hold the screw on, stop it from moving around, slopping around like it was with in the SCX. It still works fine. And I will probably have to drill out this bottom hole here as well to put the screw all the way through with the nut on the other side. You can see there, it's got a nut on the outside, so I'm going to have to drill this hole out and make it big enough for that screw to go through. And I think we'll be on. I haven't pulled it apart, but it's hard to see, but there's a bit of like a loose spot in the steering servo and it keeps jumping sort of thing, so that's what's stopping it. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. I don't know what the hell's going on, so I'm just going to put an Emax in there. Alright, got me trusty Endura electric screwdriver. Let's pull this servo out, cut the ear off of the Emax and chuck it in there. I have to pull this sticky stuff off the back just to unplug it. Work out which one I actually want to unplug. Alright, we're good to go. Might chuck it back on the scales and see if the weight of that servo has made any difference. 4 grams heavier than what it was before. That's not an awful lot. We'll see how it goes on the track stock. Basically stock. Righto, here we go. Steering's all good. We're off. Like always, we're going to head around the bottom of the track, right around the outside, and then we'll do the harder lines. This car is a lot wider than any other car that I've brought on this course, so we'll have to see how it goes going through the tunnel. Absolutely no dramas with the breakaway angle in the front or the rear. Got over 90 degrees approach angle. Massive wheel lift. See if it'll come back down. Oh, that is smooth. Righto, head down and around the top of the waterfall. And then head down the laneway. If it'll fit. It may be too wide, we'll see. That slow crawl is unbelievable. Fairly noisy, but that's what you'd expect for metal gears. The ESC itself is fairly quiet. Righto, here we go through the tunnel. Not sure if she's even going to fit through here, but we'll give it a crack. Oh, getting jammed up there in the wall already. But it's going through, barely. That's a tight fit if I ever did see one.
That's what she said. Michael.
Here we go out the other side. Might be having a bit of drama here just because of how wide it is, but might keep us planted. Beautiful, not a drama at all. This thing's a beast. Still got a little bit of bitterness towards it though because the thing didn't work from the box, but it's alright, it's alright. Gonna tumble back, plan it again, we'll try that again. So smooth. The 2-speed gearbox. Can't really go wrong. Holy shit. It just crawled up those stairs like they weren't even there. Righto, let's take it down this hill and then turn it around and see if it can go back up as well. Because this is a steep little incline and A lot of cars do struggle with it. Drag brake's doing its job. I can't really emphasize how much of an angle that car is on at the moment, but it's pretty extreme. Done well going down. Let's see if it'll go up. Right, I see how well it goes. This is a steep little incline, and a lot of cars do have dramas with this first little bit right here. But it has not a drama at all. It just walked up like that as if it wasn't even there. Just like the steps. Righto, last test before we take it outside. See if we can get up this big hill. Looks awesome the way that it flexes out like that. I don't think it's going to have a drama, to be honest. I think we're going to make it. Oh, we're getting some wheel lift there. We come back down alright. This will be the part we'll have a drama with, if anywhere. We made it. We're alright. Righto. We'll try another 2 more goes. Maybe I was wrong. We might have a bit of dramas getting up. No. I just had to give it a bump. The bridge might be a bit of a drama though. It's a bit wide for it. We'll see. Bit rough on the controls. Oh. Oh, we're up. There you can see them portal axles doing their thing. No diffs dragging there. Go for a nice scenic pull up at the top. Yeah, looking good. Righto blokes and shields, it's a beautiful day. Let's take this car for a crawl and then we'll take it on the rocks quickly, see how she goes.
Righto, I'm pretty bloody impressed with this car, but there's a few things we need to discuss. So let's go home and have a bit of a chat.
Righto, blokes and shields, I'm back at home, and the first thing I'll say is I was not expecting to love the 2-speed gearbox in this as much as I did. That top gear is geared perfectly for racing around, doing donuts. I was doing some pretty cool stuff with this in top gear and hitting some rocks with it too, and nothing broke, so I'm very happy about that. As for the servo, I did a bit of research on YouTube trying to find if anyone else has had dramas out the box with their steering servo, and I can't find anyone else that has, so maybe I'm just unlucky. But if you know much about these little crawlers, once you start upgrading them, the servo is pretty much one of the first things you want to change. Even though I wouldn't really say the Emax servo is much of an upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, this car was fairly expensive, but I don't think I'd have to put much money into it whatsoever, to be honest with you. It is an extremely capable crawler, one of the best, and it's ready to run. One last thing I wanted to talk about is you guys. When I go on my YouTube and I see that I've gotten 100+ views, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot for me on my channel, on a video, it just makes me want to make more. So I just want to say thank you. We just need to start turning them views into subscribers. So click the subscribe button, hit the like button if you did like the video, and I'll see you next time on Scale Australia.